I want to share with you my exact routine that I do whenever I'm at a shoot for real estate. I'm Camilla and I've been on the REPP team and I've been doing real estate photography for a little bit over a year now, and it is so fun. It's my favorite thing ever. I thought it could be fun to show you what I do, how I prep the house, show you the photos included, the final photos, everything like that. This video is going to be perfect for if you've never done real estate photography before and you want to kind of jump right into it, practice on your own house maybe, or if you've kind of taken a break from it and you need a refresh. Before you even pick up your camera to start taking the photos, you want to make sure that you're prepping the house right. You want to have all the lights on, all of the fans off. If there's any sort of soaps or cleaning supplies, I would just say put those under the sink and bring them back out before you leave. And to be completely honest, I would say prep yourself to do at least 10 minutes of tidying the house before you start shooting. I would say don't spend more than 10 minutes doing that. When you're done prepping the house, you can go ahead and start on the photos. I personally like to start at the front of the house and work my way through the different levels. I just would hate to miss something and have to drive all the way back to the shoot. Today we're only doing interiors, so we'll start from the front door and move our way through. All right, like I said, I'm going to start from the front of the house and we're only doing interior today. So what I usually like to do is open up the doors, stand outside of the door and shoot inside. I just feel like that gives like a good representation of what it would actually look like when you walk through the door. So you can see right here, I'm just going to put my two tripod legs just flush up against this. Make sure that everything is even and straight. And we're good to go. Perfect. So that's the first shot that I always do. Okay, once that one is done, close the door, and then I just like to get a shot of the actual like front door itself. So again, I'm probably just going to move my tripod over here, and depending on the tripod, the gear head that you have, you can actually like turn it so that your tripod legs can just stay flush up against a surface that's flat. I just want to make sure that everything is straight. And tiny thing I noticed, the closet door wasn't fully closed. Small things like that, I feel like agents are really going to notice, so I try to make sure that everything is still organized and clean and something like that is noticed. And then we're going to move into the little living room right here. So in here, there are definitely multiple ways that you can get it. I don't want to overshoot anything, but I also don't want to miss anything. In real estate, you want to make sure that you do have the 3 walls that are being shown. So this is going to be one wall, that's one wall, and then kind of like this half wall over here. I'm going to put the 2 tripod legs right here, and again, use my gear head and just turn the camera like this. I feel like I'm constantly moving that around. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. I feel like I have been doing it this way for a long time. So right over here, you can see that I am getting my 3 walls. So one right over here, that wall, and then that little half wall, making sure my settings are good, and we will go ahead and shoot that photo. Wanted to move the tripod down just a little bit more, and because there's a mirror right there, I'm just going to go ahead and press it and get out of the way. And I'm going to get this shot over here as well, just because it is kind of a unique floor plan with the stairs going upstairs, stairs going downstairs, and that looks like a dining room up there. But I know that's something that people want to see. Perfect. And I'm thinking maybe just one more of this area to where I'm seeing the stairs going up, and then again all the walls in here. I feel like it just makes this space look a little bit bigger, and ultimately that's what you want when you're doing real estate photos, because you want the widest angle possible. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the upstairs. So the upstairs has, I think, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, dining room, kitchen, and a sunroom. Now this is kind of like the main attraction, I guess, of the house is usually for every house is the dining room and the kitchen. In this room, I definitely want to do more of an angled shot, and then I'll do a straight on shot. Then we're going to do a straight on shot, and I'm just going to center myself with the sliding glass door in the middle of it. When you're taking photos in a kitchen, you can definitely move the tripod up a little bit because you don't want to see underneath the cabinets. So we're going to try to get the widest angle in here. And honestly, there might be shots that you don't really love, but they're definitely needed. For example, right here, I can see a lot of the fridge. So I'm just going to take this photo right here. And then I'm going to move up and get another one without the fridge in it. All right, heading into our first bathroom. So you could do this like one of two ways. You could either stand right here, but the unfortunate thing is that the door is pretty much all you're seeing in the photo. So we can actually take our tripod and move into the bathroom a little bit and angle it towards the shower or the toilet, and it will look so much better. And I think I'm just going to move the tripod down just a tiny bit more. And I'm going into the bathroom, moving up my settings. Make sure that's straight. And I do kind of want to see the door handle right there. But I feel like this is all pretty good. And of course, I'm in the mirror right there, so I can just go ahead and press it, get out of the way. So you could either stand right here, which I don't suggest because if you stand right here, you're just going to get the main focus is going to be this wall right here. So I would suggest stepping all the way in and then kind of angling yourself a little bit like that. So with this one, you're not going to get the door handle in there. You're still going to get the three walls and it's still going to look like a wide angle. Let me show you exactly what I mean by this. So I'm coming in past the wall right here and past the door, and coming in and just kind of angling myself a little bit. Right here, we can still see the three walls. I'm just gonna back up until I can barely even see this little edge right here. And overall, that looks pretty good. Usually with rooms like this, when they're blank, it's a lot easier and I can just get them done a lot quicker. All right, now we're heading into the primary bedroom. So in here, I would like to get two shots, and I think that's definitely doable. We're gonna get a shot right over here, and we can definitely step in just a tiny bit, not fully in, and we'll make sure to get the doorknob right over here. We'll see the closet, and we'll get the three walls. And the second angle we'll get is standing right here, and we'll do like a straight on shot so we can see the closet door, there's the bathroom right there, and the exit door. A few other things that I definitely want to fix before shooting is making sure that everything looks good and the pillows are nice. Okay, starting right here at this angle, I'm gonna go ahead and brighten that up a little bit, make sure everything's straight. And let me move the tripod down a little bit. I don't know why that was up so far. So right here you can see we have the closet, the doorknob, the windows, everything that we want to see. We're going to do our second angle right over here. I really like to do straight on shots just because I feel like it gives a good view of what the whole room looks like, and I just like the look of symmetry on here. Good. Okay, that one's good. I'm only going to do two in this room, and then we'll go to the bathroom and probably only just do one. All right, another example of a bathroom. I could definitely do it straight on like that, but I think a better way to do it would be kind of coming in a little bit and turning the tripod this way, and so it's angled more towards the shower and the toilet. And what I did do before this shot is take out the trash can and take out a few of like the brighter shampoo and conditioner bottles. And I'm actually going to raise the tripod up just a little bit because the counter is pretty high. And we'll take that so I can step out of the frame. Upstairs is done. I did skip out on the garage and the sunroom just because they had personal stuff there, so I'm not going to shoot those. If you do that, make sure you check with the agent just to make sure that's okay, and then you can just move on to the other stuff. Okay, down here, I can definitely get a few shots. I want to get one centered with the couch and the TV, and then I'll probably get one from the back side of the couch, and then probably one in this area. If you are going to do some sort of shot like this, where you're going behind the couch, I would move the tripod again all the way up like you're in a kitchen. And right here, I will definitely need to move these pillows. I'm just going to zoom in just a tiny bit so I can dodge some of the couch that's in there. This is one of those photos where I'm not completely in love with it, but I think it's definitely a shot we need to take. I think by now we know the drill of doing bathrooms. I'm going to curve in a little bit like that so I can see more of the bathroom itself. I moved the trash can, moved out any soaps in the shower, and we are good. And this is the last bedroom we're going to do. I think we'll only do one shot again. We'll do it right on the edge of the door so we can see all three walls. And that is pretty much it. That is my full real estate photography workflow on the interior. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you are interested in doing real estate photography, we have some incredible coaches and mentors on the REPP team who are more than happy to help you.